Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Choices of the Stories You Play, Crown of the Flame, Book 3, Chapter 8, The Bitter Reunion. Now playing as Kenna. A day after leaving Lycos, your airship streaks towards Aurelia in pursuit of Hex and Dom. As everyone gathers to discuss your next move, you spot Annalise lingering by the window. Annalise? She slowly turns to look at you, her eyes red, her expression haunted. Yes? I just wanted to say, Hex is going to pay for this? This isn't your fault. Hex is going to pay for this. I promise you, we're going to make sure Hex never hurts anyone ever again. When I get my hands on that woman, I'm going to do more than that. I just wish I'd been there when she showed up. I would have stopped her. I would have lured her into a banquet hall and stabbed her with a goddamn salad fork. Lisa pounds her fist into the airship's window. Kenna, I failed them. I failed them. Annalise buries her face in her hands, her whole body shaking, with barely contained sobs. You gently pull her into a hug. I'm sorry, Annalise, but we're going to make this right, I swear. Annalise nods, pulling away and carefully dabbing her eyes with a silk handkerchief. You're right. We have work to do. Oh, that is beautiful. You and Annalise join the others by the airship controls. How long until we reach Aurelia? If this tailwind keeps up, we should reach the city by midday tomorrow. Yes. We could have used a few of these airships when we attacked the Iron Empire. A shame Hex was too busy with her little side projects to finish them in time. Yeah, would have been nice if she hadn't wasted all that time learning how to mind control people. Right, your dragon friend Dom. And just how are we planning to take him out exactly? No one is going to take him out, Divios. This is a rescue mission. I get it. I'm just saying that I've been on the receiving end of a dragon attack. I was at the Battle of the Bay, remember? Yeah, nobody's forgetting that. Just like I won't forget that your dragon pals roasted a few dozen of my men alive. We were at war. They would have killed me if they could. It is not my fault they could not. Fair enough, but mark my words, it's going to be war when we reach Aurelia too. And if I have to choose between fighting and getting eaten alive, well, Divios is not on the menu. Divios, you have a point. With Dom under Hex's control, it'd be foolish to assume we could get him back without a fight. Glad to know we're on the same page. I don't know if I would go that far. The point still stands. How do you propose we, let's say, subdue your pal without getting bitten in half? We'll have Hex to deal with too, not to mention her other captive 5-year user. Hells. How many of those fire spitters are there? Hex has 2, but I am more powerful than both. That's what I'm hoping, Sai. When we get to Aurelia, I want you to transform and go after... Okay. Anton really isn't a threat. We've learned Dom could even take Anton. Dom being a dragon himself or Hex. Hex controls him. You take out the controller and yeah. Right, and while our most powerful weapon is busy chasing down the sadistic scientist, was to stop her pet dragon from murdering us all. Hex is the only one who knows how to undo whatever hold she has over Dom's mind. We need her. This plan is too risky. My strength is better spent taking Dominic out of the fight. You can go after the technocrat killer. Kenna, I would consider it a favor if you tried not to kill or permanently damage Anton. He was once a friend, and I believe he is not completely lost. To us. We'll do our best, as someone who doesn't have much experience fighting fire people, how does one, win? I've been experimenting with a new weapon that emits a short concussive burst of energy that can be attenuated to incapacitate opponents, or, trails off looking around as everyone's blank expressions. He sighs, retrieving a glowing weapon from the controls console. It's an energy pistol. We heard you the first time. This setting will stun, and this one will, kill. Oh, that is badass looking. Let me guess, 3 shots. Examine the unfamiliar weapon, nothing. The settings, Wetlock described. Amazing. How much more portable than, your shock emitter. Don't remind me of that monstrosity. It shocked me at least twice as often as anyone else. This won't be able to knock out Dom in his dragon form, but it would definitely be effective against human targets. Take the energy pistol to easily increase your chance of blah 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 blah. I think I'll take a sword, cause why not? Even though it's right there, Whitlock brought it along with us. Screw you, Pixelberry. You pat your trusty short sword. I'd rather keep things simple. Right, because stunning Anton wouldn't have been simple, right? This blade has served me well over the years. When we sit down, you and Annalise will stay with the ship. At least until the fighting is over. Understood. Even though I worked hard on that weapon, you're not gonna take it. Well, fuck it. Let me throw it at the window. Oh, God. No. What do you mean, no? Don't throw it out the window, Whitlock. Let me use it on Kenna. Annalise glances out of the front window, pointing to a mountain ridge in the distance. Aurelia's just over the other side of the peak. Whitlock, you'll want to let us off on the western slope. While you're fighting in the front of the city, I'm going to sneak in through the mines and evacuate everyone I can find. You plan to run into a burning city alone? My burning city, Sai. This is my people trapped inside. Annalise, it's too dangerous. You're right. Clasp Annalise's hand tightly. Your people need you. Just be careful, alright? Annalise pulls you into a tight hug. Thank you. I knew you would understand. Annalise releases you, and a tense silence falls over the bridge. Hells, is there anything to drink on this godforsaken flying boat? If I'm going to die tomorrow, I'd rather not do it sober. Will you shut up? Nobody's dying tomorrow. Oh, come on. Odds are high someone will. I mean, we didn't even bring any troops with us. Because we need every soldier we have to assemble at Stormhold. We're preparing for an invasion. What good is that if you can't spare a squad or two to defend your queen? Well, maybe we'd have more soldiers to spare if your father hadn't abducted thousands of people and forced them to die in his pointless war. Pointless? You think it was pointless to drive Azura's armies off of our shores? You think it was pointless to make them pay for burning my grandfather alive? I didn't mean... What about my little brothers? Was their sacrifice was pointless too? Did I watch Belter and Cyrus die in front of my eyes for no reason? Divios, Divios clenches his fist as if fighting to keep something inside, and then he suddenly turns, marching out of the room. I shouldn't have... I mean, I was just angry about my parents. I didn't think... Willock, you didn't do anything wrong. You couldn't have known. You didn't do anything wrong. It's terrible what happened to his brothers, but that doesn't change the fact that Luther did conscript people against their will. I still wish I'd spoken more carefully. Well, I'm not going to coddle the Blood King's favorite son, not after everything his family's done to us. I'll never forgive Luther for my mother's death. He's a brutal, calculating killer, and he deserves to rot in a pit for the rest of his life. You hear a thump from the other side of the wall, followed by muffled curses. But the fact is, we need this alliance. Without it, countless others will die or be enslaved. I'm going to talk to Divios. Get some rest, everyone. You find Divios sitting in the corridor, cradling one of his hands in the other. What happened? What do you think, Kenna? He punched a wall! Punched the wall. Thought it might make me feel better. It never does, trust me. Did it? Do you actually care? Maybe. You stand in silence for a long moment. Sorry, I shouldn't have... I didn't mean to say those things back there. Father would have beaten me if he saw me acting like this. Divios, you know that not everyone is happy about this alliance. The ugly truth is that your father is responsible for the deaths of our loved ones. Divios clenches his claw, unable to meet your eyes. That said, I hope we can learn to understand each other better. We know that you're grieving too. Grieving? In my family, grieving just means making everyone else as miserable as we are. I've never really talked to anyone about my brothers, or... He trails off, rubbing his injured knuckles. Now's your chance to have a heart-to-heart with Divios, and maybe something more. You need to be strong. Everyone on the ship has lost someone in this war. But right now, we can't let that hold us back. We can grieve when this is over. If we're still here. Yes, if we're still here. Divios nods, getting to his feet. You know, my father was wrong about you. He always said you were too soft to rule. But you can be tough when you need to. Divios brushes past you, heading for the sleeping quarters. You turn towards your own compartment, shaking your head. Here's hoping neither of us will need to stay like that forever. The next morning, your airship passes over the mountains. You stand on the deck and look out over the smoldering wreck of the Golden City. Feel free to screenshot that if you'd like. And continue. Gods. You look over at Annalise, who clutches the railing in a white-knuckled grip, her dark eyes reflecting the cloud, the cold blue flames. Are you sure you want to do this? What I want is to bury Hex alive in the deepest, darkest hole I can find. Failing that, I'll settle for quietly foiling her plans. Ahem, Whitlock, dear. I can see the entrance to the mines. Can you slow down? Aye, aye, cutting the engines. Airship slows to a gentle glide, and Annalise skirts a rope ladder to the railing. Good luck. You too, darling. Annalise climbs over the railing and lowers herself down the rope ladder. A minute later, she vanishes down a barely visible crack in the mountainside. Annalise is away. I'm taking the airship down for a landing. Get ready, everyone. And remember, Hex is a devious opponent. If anyone hurts Dom, I'll kill them! She's been here a couple days already, and she probably knows we're coming. Watch out for traps. Jackson and Divios draw their swords. Sai cracks her knuckles, staring at the burning city. Ready to bring Dom home, Sai? She nods, firmly squeezing your shoulder. Fight well, Queen of Stormhold. We cannot fail this time. Whitlock guides the ship to the flat patch of stone near the ruined gate. As you and your companions cautiously exit the airship, a voice suddenly calls out from above. Well, I wasn't expecting to see all of you for at least another week. You freeze, looking up to see Hex perched atop a nearby ridge. I'll be taking that airship back once I've dealt with you. Brave words for a dead woman. Where is he? Hex, bring Dom to us now, and I promise to be lenient with your sentence. Hex throws her head back, her laughter echoing shrill and loud from the valley walls. Oh, he didn't tell me you were so funny. Well, this is one reunion I would be more than happy to facilitate. Dom, come my pet. Look who's here to see you. A huge scaled claw rises over the ridge, then another, followed by an enormous head with blazing 2 eyes. Oh, Dom. Dom crawls over the ridge, flames dripping from his teeth. Hex reaches out to stroke his massive neck. Oh, I'm going to enjoy watching him kill you. Suddenly Sai rushes forward, her body disappearing in a column of flame. Not as much as I'm going to enjoy killing you, she-devil. Sai's dragon form bursts from the flames, thundering toward Hex and Dom. Oh! No! Sai slams against Dom. They take to the sky, roaring and snapping at each other as Hex watches, transfixed. You draw your weapon and charge forward. Come on! Jackson and Divios fall in behind you, yelling battle cries. Hex looks at you, her face twisted with fury. Anton, kill! Out of the corner of your eye, you see a flash of blue. Freeze, duck, block. Duck. You duck, and a blue fireball sizzles over your head. Too slow, Hex. Don't worry, there's plenty more. Off to one side, Anton trudges towards you, his arms wrapped in flame. Kill! Long tendrils of fire snake out from Anton's hands, and he whips them towards you. Look out! Jackson leaps in front of you, catching the flame. He whips on his shield. The metal begins to glow with heat as Anton strikes again and again. Kill, kill, kill! Getting a little hot back here. Anyone got a plan? I've got a plan, but you're not going to like it. Does this plan involving killing Anton? Don't worry. I'll be as gentle as a kitten. I just need one of you to get up in the man's face so he won't notice me sneaking around behind him. You're right, I don't like this plan. Unfortunately, it's the best one we have. I'll take it. So, who's going to be the distraction? Oh, shit. Jackson? I guess me. Screw it. You, my queen. No, it's too risky. I can do this, Jackson. I'm not the queen who gives orders from some throne 40 days right away, remember? I'm the queen who leads by your side. You step out from behind Jackson's shield. Hey, Anton! I should taunt Anton. Hey, Anton, are you gonna actually try and kill us anytime soon? Anton flicks his fire whip at you, but you're able to dodge just in time. Seriously, this is pathetic. Are you even trying? Flames leap up around Anton, and he raises his hands to point at you. Then suddenly, Daedalus springs out from hiding and gives Anton a sharp rap on the head with his sword pummel. Anton falls on his face. His flames flickered out. That ought to put him out for a good while. Good job on the distraction, Your Majesty. Happy to help. Now we just need to figure out where Hex went so we can... You duck as Sai and Dom swoop low overhead, the gust from their wing beats nearly knocking you down. Whoa. Dom roars again, unleashing a column of flame at Sai. She dodges and weaves in the air, easily avoiding its attacks. I still can't believe I'm seeing this. That's really Dom up there? Is that still Dom? I'm not so sure anymore. It has to be. We just need to help him break free. Sai banks into a sharp turn, drawing Dom toward the burning palace of Aurelia. Sai pulls up suddenly, flipping over in the air and slamming down on Dom's back, driving him into the mountainside. Stay down, Lowlander. I do not wish to hurt you more than I must. Dom roars and thrashes, but Sai holds him fast against the rocks. She's got him. Quick. We need to find Hex. Where in all hells did she disappear to? Kenna? Nivios points to the bridge across the chasm. You watch as a distant figure lifts a bulky device, aiming it at the struggling dragons below. You're mine, fire freak. No! Hex pulls a lever, and a huge net explodes from the front of the device, wrapping around Sai's wings. Ah! What? Dom thrashes again, distracted. Sai loses her hold, and Dom smashes her against the rocks. Sai goes limp, stumbling down into the chasm below. Dom moves to follow, but Hex calls out to him. No, no, pet. It won't do to kill your playmate. She's going to be very useful once I break her too. I'll take care of the other fire freak while you kill Kenna Rise. Dom's head turns, and he launches himself towards you. He opens his mouth, a white-hot inferno building inside. He's going to breathe fire at me. I'll hide behind a boulder or tree. Divios, a boulder. Take cover! You pull your companions behind a large boulder just as flames sear the air all around you, breaking against the boulder like a wave. Whew. Hells! Thanks for the warning. Yeah, I'm starting to think I may make it through this day without getting immolated. The deluge of flame ceases, and the ground shakes as Dom lands behind you. Your Majesty, we must get you back to the airship. We're outmatched without Sai. We're not leaving. Not now. Not when we're so close. We'll split up. We can't go after all... He can't go after all of us. Not my favorite plan, but it's all we've got. At your signal, Jackson and Divios break to the other side, scrambling for cover in the rocks. You run straight ahead, and Dom follows. Oh! Dom rears up, painting the path ahead of you with flames. Your escape blocked completely. you turn to look up into the face of your friend. Dom, it's me. It's Kenna. Hey, over here. Jackson flicks a rock at Dom's head, but he ignores it, focusing only on you. Dom ducks closer, like a hunting lion. Dom, don't you know me? Tell me you're still in there. Kenna, that's not your friend. He's going to kill you if you don't fight. You clutch your sword as Dom rears his wings, seemingly to blot out the sky. Dom. Okay, I swear if this kills Dom, I'm gonna be really triggered. Because we are shipping Dom and Kenna. Forgive me, I could never hurt you. Your sword falls from your limp hands, and you stare into Dom's glowing eyes. Even now, even if it means my death, I will not cause you more pain. Dom lashes out with one enormous claw, swatting you like an insect. You hit the ground hard, something inside you cracking on impact. The taste of blood fills your mouth. There's nowhere left for you to run. Nothing you can do but watch as Dom moves over you, his head bending down, his jaws gaping open to tear you apart. Dom. I was about to say, I swear on Christ, if we screwed up. You flew to the Kingdom of Aurelia, hoping to free Dom from Hex's control. You passed over Whitlock's energy pistol in favor of a good old-fashioned steel. You refused to attack Dom, knowing you would rather bleed than harm your oldest friend. And love. We are shipping them. Oh, sad face. So there's all the stats. We got a good amount of flame. I was getting worried by the legends. I believe we started at 29 or 30. And we got about 3 or 4 during that. I was starting to worry at the beginning because I was like, well, shit, we're going to be behind on legends again. And then it's like, boom, 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 the decisions. You know, if you really... To me, I can connect well with pretty much a lot of the legends. There's some times where I just don't feel like it's the right thing, and it should have been the right thing, but it wasn't. But that is the point of this app. It is all about choices. The choices you make, I make, we all make. So, without further ado, I hope you all did enjoy that. Please feel free to like and share the video. Get out there. Congratulations, everybody. We are almost at 3,100 subscribers. Amazing job. Also keep in mind that if you do happen to catch my video and it's not under a channel that says Locum23, it has been stolen. Please notify me or please report it. Thank you. And also feel free to follow me on my social media accounts. Those are down in the description down below. If you also wish to support my channel, that is also down there. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.